Hi everybody, and welcome again to Andersen Forge. Pardon me shaking things here. I guess I'm recording. Once again for a video, here we are. I won't be long on this one. I just got to get this boxed up and in the mail. I'm really digging this knife here. This is what I call Andersen Forge Hunter. I've lost track how many of these I've made, but this is moving this Koa around, that the handle is Koa here. Man, that is really sweet, eh? Look at that. So it's W2 from my old buddy Don Hansen, something we call old ass W2 because it's from some old stock. W2 416 stainless guard takedown. Koa, some beautiful Koa sheath. I made for it nice and snug. This thing's gonna get added to a collection of a guy in Alberta. So I'm just showing it from different angles and how things are made on this knife. I'll point out, which I do from time to time, how I round my shoulders over. I know a lot of people do that, do a hollow grind on that divot. I don't like that at all. I like this rounded over shoulder, which I've been doing for almost 2 decades now, and what I find it does is it helps guide the knife down into the throat of the sheath. So rather than getting, caught with a hard edge or something like that, that rounded edge helps it slide down into the sheath. I keep wiping it off on my shirt sleeve. Nice hamon. Anyway, quick takedown. I'll reiterate again, I do these videos not so much just because I want to fill up my YouTube channel, but I do them. Matter of fact, the guy that's going to get this knife will see the video before he gets the knife, so they'll have a chance to see the ins and outs of it, and maybe if there's something I encounter along the way in making it, I can share it here on the video. But these, when I tighten my finials, which is this is a simple affair. I have not put the decorative cover on this. Pardon me, I just finished dyeing that sheath earlier today, but this is not covered. This is the exposed finial for good field use. But I was going to say, I do not like these things super tight. Matter of fact, I prefer that when we tighten these things, we just go to snug, and that's it. There's no reason to try to, nothing's going to compress. You can't make it tighter. And then you're just risking, I don't know, causing yourself some trouble that you don't need. So go tight, and then no more than that. And then during storage, you can take these things, loosen them. You can even make it so, can you see there? You can see a little light right through the gap there between the handle and the guard. That way, if this handle wants to move, it can expand or contract and not be under any stress, not cause any unnecessary cracking here and there, right? So we'll just take this finial on out. And I always like to say that I like to take the handle off, separate it from the guard, leave the guard on the knife, and I do that by pushing away rather than, like in the last video I said, rather than pulling the handle off, I'm holding the handle and pushing the guard and knife kind of forward. Takes the handle off. These are free-floating alignment pins. And then there goes your handle. I've been been back cutting some of the ricassos that you may have seen, but I didn't on this one. I chose not to. Want to make sure that I continue to get as seamless a fit as I can between the guard, and I want that knife to look like it just grew right out of that guard. Once again, this is the second knife I used my Andersen in the manufacturing year on there. We can put our pins in the guard. Slide our handle on. Oh, now I just saw this. You're going to think I'm goofy when I say this. A lot of people want to know, especially makers, how you get those alignment pins lined up. And I got to be pretty close to 1,000 takedown knives now. I've been making knives since basically 1998, so it's 23 years. If I did 50 a year, which I don't, I maybe 700 or 800 takedown knives. And I have my own method of aligning the pins in the handle to the guard. And this is the honest to goodness truth. Watch how much effort it takes to take this handle off. Just 2 fingers, and it literally just slides right off. Those pins in the handle and the guard are literally on this knife now, just perfect. No resistance. And quite honestly, that means those holes are perfectly in line. The pins fit the holes perfectly from one to the other, so much so that there's no resistance. There's no resistance. And that's because the holes are perfectly lined up. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Every now and then, I sort of prefer the holes to get drilled a couple thousandths off, so that when they go together, you have to force them and they're snug. That way things are held together. And they are so perfectly aligned that there's no resistance whatsoever. It's a zero tolerance fit. It's just that they're so well aligned, I almost wish they weren't. I know it sounds goofy, but I wish they were off just a little bit. Regardless, it's a perfect fit. There will be no difficulty in getting things put together. And there she is. Really nice Koa, eh? I like that Koa. Sorry about the compressor. My sandblaster leaks a little air. So there she is, W2, Andersen Forge Hunter. Y'all take care.